I mean, I liked what I saw. What's going on, YouTube? It's your main man, Boys for Life, coming at you with another video. So I don't know about y'all, but I definitely liked what I saw from what I was watching with the certain people I was watching. And yes, I got my Cowboys hat on. I got my Dak shirt, well, a Dak shirt on. But you know, it's laughable to me. It's laughable to me. You have Steeler fans ranting and raving how they kicked the Cowboys' ass. And this is what I don't understand from football fans. I mean, this is probably low IQ football fans that are doing this. And I've seen low IQ football fans do this shit, talking about, I don't care that it's preseason, da-da-da-da, this is a victory lap, blah, 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 we kicked the crap out of the Cowboys. Okay. Do you not understand that I don't think any of our wide receivers were playing. Our star running back wasn't playing. Our star quarterback wasn't playing. And I think the only starting offensive lineman I saw out there was Leo Collins. That's literally the only one I saw out there. I didn't see anyone else from the start. I mean, basically the whole offense. I didn't see any of the offense except for Dalton Schultz. That is it. That's the only one from the offense, the starting offense, that I saw. At least they got camera time, that at least caught any type of pass that was a starter. So you have essentially nothing but backups and like a couple of starters sprinkled in versus what? Most of the starting defensive front, most of the defensive side of the ball for the Steelers with some second team guys in there. Or maybe it was split down the middle, half for first team, half for second team. I don't know, because I don't know the Steelers like that. But if that's the case, I mean, was it really a victory? I mean, because if you look at the game and you watch the game, you have the Dallas Cowboys, mainly backups and backups, with a couple of guys who look maybe are trying to be game one starters, like Joseph and Micah Parsons, who I think Parsons probably will be a day one starter, just my opinion. This guy's like he looks pro ready, meaning the rust that everyone thinks he might have from taking a year off. I don't think. Yes, he made a couple of mistakes, but overall, he did as great as I thought, even better than what I thought. I was highly impressed, and I'm highly excited for him to be on this team. So you're talking about the Dallas Cowboys offense, the guys we had out there versus the defense the Steelers had. And we were moving the ball up and down the field. And yes, we can't score in the red zone. We know we can't. At least our secondary can't. I mean, not secondary, our second team can't. But you look at that situation and you're going to sit there and say the Cowboys are trash? You're basing the Cowboys' whole year off of them moving the ball up and down the field on the Steelers' ones and twos, while nothing but the twos for the Cowboys on the offensive side of the ball were playing. And then you have majority or maybe split for the Steelers, most of their ones and twos playing the first couple series against the Dallas backups, defensive players, and guys trying to start day one, so second string guys, and they hold the Steelers offense like that to 3 points basically through the first half. I think that's what the score was. And y'all are going to sit there and tell me and make fun of the Cowboys because they got their ass beat 16-3. because you have a guy who was regarded as one of the best players to come out of his draft class as a quarterback, should have gone 6 to the Giants. That's as high as he was regarded. He fell to Washington, and Washington is still in their quarterback woes. But, he fell to Washington, and he was one of the top 3 quarterbacks coming out of his draft class. And he's playing third string, and he's tearing up third stringers, and barely. He was halfway. He was a little bit more than decent playing against guys trying to make the 53-man roster, the practice squad, or even trying to even get on the game day 46. You're telling me that I need to be worried about my defense when third stringers are playing halfway decent against a guy who was regarded as one of the top 3 quarterbacks in his draft class? What are y'all smoking? And I want some. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry. I don't know what football IQ or what y'all are watching out there, but that is the most asinine, retarded thing I have ever heard anyone to say. When I was on Billy Badass's live stream last night during the game, all I kept hearing was the Cowboys are trash. The Cowboys are... How, Sway? How, dude? How are people saying that? I don't understand. Me being an athlete and understanding variables and what guys and where they're ranked and, first string, third string, and what you're going up against, and determining that of how well you're doing against first string, second string. Like if you're a third stringer and you're playing against second string or even most of first string, and you're holding them to 10 points or 14 points while you were a third stringer and people are saying you're getting your ass, to me, that's a win. That's a loss for the other team, because the other team is expected to be putting up points, and you're only putting up, and your third stringer defense is only letting 14 points score against them. That's a win in my book. I'm just saying, this is the type of ridiculous shit that I'm having to deal with already. And honestly, I'm excited and I'm loving it. And I'm going to be coming out with more videos because I've had my break. I've had my break for most of the off season, and I'm ready to come back. I'm ready to come back full force, talking lots of shit, and I can't wait. Dallas in a month. I am fucking excited. Cowboys, Eagles, I cannot wait. But get this shit out of your mind, Steelers fan, and anybody that hates the Cowboys, that the Cowboys are trash. Their defense, I'm excited for the defense, especially when you didn't have Gregory playing, you didn't have Lawrence playing, you didn't have Trayvon Diggs playing. I don't even think I saw Donovan Wilson playing. So those are some big, I don't want to say, they're big names, but they're heavy hitters on the defensive side of the ball. And we held the Steelers and Mason Rudolph, who was a starter for the Niners, not the Niners, for the Steelers at one point, to 0 points. 0 points. And then you put in a top 3 quarterback in his draft class against third stringers, to practice squad guys, to guys trying to make the team, and he puts up 16 points or whatever it is, 16. I think there was a touchdown before he came in. So, whatever it is that he put up, yeah. Okay. Like I said, I love what I saw. I'm happy with what I saw. I cannot wait for preseason game 2. Of course, no starters are playing. It's going to be who the backups are. And I like this culture shift of what's going on. Because normally, you have guys that just don't give a shit on the 2s and the 3s. But the last couple years, we look like we've had guys who have given a shit. And I like that. Anyways, that's all I got. I'm out.